Hey guys, back with you again with the tech revision, and back here at the general servicing of the 1911 Tactical by Atomic Armoury. So bring it back to the first notch, push with your finger on the other side so there's a little gap on the bottom, and you want to push your flathead right near the pin and just pry up gently. And it should come out easily like that. And then your slide should easily come off. When the slide's off, just have an inspection of the trigger sear here. If it is flat, your 1911 will not be operational, will not operate properly. Next up, you just want to remove all the internal parts by first taking out the recoil spring, and then its holder, followed by the barrel stabilizer, and then that will free up the barrel for you to push all the way forward. There you go. Once you have the barrel out, just look down the barrel and see if there's any obscurities through there and clear them out if need be. Next off, you want to check the efficiency of your nozzle. You want it to be freely moving back and forth with no friction whatsoever. Just like that. And while you're there, pull the nozzle all the way forward and just check that your O-ring there is not loose. And this one, straight from factory, is loose. And how to fix that? Get an Allen key, remove the hex screw on the back. With these tactical 1911s, they don't have the screw on top, so it's just the rear screw. From there, once that screw is removed, just pry from the top of the blowback housing and grab the nozzle from the other side and just gently push up. Make sure that your nozzle spring comes out and you put that aside. How you remove the nozzle is bring it all the way forward, dip it forward a bit, and then just release it there. The tab will come off. And here, just grab a Phillips head screwdriver, undo the screw fully, and just use a bit of Loctite in there so it doesn't move again. A drop would be enough. And screw the screw in all the way down. There shouldn't be any friction or cross-threading of the screw. It should easily go all the way through. And make sure it's tightened all the way down. And you see there, the O-ring doesn't move like it used to. And that is good. So next, put back the nozzle. Just get a bit of your 100% silicone oil and one little drop in there and cycle it through. Next off, you want to put the spring back in there. No lube is required in that. And just carefully place it back down, making sure that the spring hasn't fallen off and raised the rails. As you can see there, the spring has come loose and has made the blowback housing sit a bit lower. So we'll just remove it again and reseat the spring. This might take you a few tries, but it is crucial for the nozzle to move efficiently. And then screw in your blowback housing. Once that is tight, just check the nozzle movement again. Yep, that moves freely. And next up, places to lubricate so that your 1911 is efficient. So just on the side rails here, just a drop. On the bottom of the rails, on both sides. Another important part is just above the barrel itself. This part is important because the barrel cycles on top of the slide, and that spot creates a lot of friction. Once everything is alright and there is no substantial wear or movement in any of the parts, reverse the process by putting the barrel back into the front, and then the barrel stabilizer, followed by the spring holder, and then the recoil spring. Once that is all together, that is your top slide service. Just place it back onto the 1911, making sure that your safety is down, and then bringing it back to the first notch, and then placing the pin back through. And there you have it, service 1911. Next up, I want to follow through with the magazine. First up, propane. What you want to do when filling up the propane mag, put it upside down. Make sure your bottle of propane or green gas is vertically up like this, and just listen for the hissing noise to stop. And that's a full propane mag. Next up, what you want to look out for on the CO2 magazine is that the pin is freely moving and that there's no obscurities. If there is a blockage halfway or any way through, then that means your O-ring is crushed. Also, another thing to look out for is the polyurethane O-rings frost out a lot easier than our upgraded neoprene O-rings. Also, if you are finding that changing O-rings does not fix your gas leaking problem on a CO2 magazine, it is mainly or could be because there is a divot made from overuse of CO2 in the magazine. Unfortunately, it's just down to an inferior casting of the CO2 magazine. And yeah, that's all you'd have to look out for if you want to service a 1911 Tactical. Thanks guys.